Yo, my name is Zosh.
Yo, it's Young Static.
What's cracking, guys? This is Christian from Honda Vlogs.
Yo, vatos locos. This is Rhd Garage. And you know who you're watching?
You're watching Lazymangarage. You're watching Lazymangarage.
And you're watching Lazyman's Garage.
Lazyman's Garage.
What's going on, you lovely sons of bitches? Today, I'm going to be taking this car, which is the right-hand drive 25XT EF, straight from Japan, and I'm going to be converting it back to stock with a suspension because the owner wants to keep it original. So I got the whole suspension set up, and I'm going to swap it over front and back, and then we're going to take off the True Hearts that are on this suspension. He's going to sell those, and he was thinking about what kind of suspension that he should buy for his white EF if he was going to do something to it. I told him, because he said he doesn't want to do anything cheap, so I told him he should go with Buddy clubs. They ain't cheap. Those are the first choice that I wanted for the CRX, but they don't make them. So I mean, he could probably run EG ones and just use EG forks and it'll work. But as of now, I'm gonna get all my tools ready, and I'm gonna let him know a little secret surprise, because I'm gonna clean this car for him. This car is dirty, so I'm gonna clean the car. As you can see, it's dirty, so I'm gonna clean the car for him. I'm gonna get everything situated for him, and get my tools out right now and start working on this bad boy. But first, I need to put it on jack stands. As you can see, I got the suspension right here. We got the rear LCAs along with the suspension here. These are the rears. On EFs, they look like this. On some EFs, they look like that. So they kind of sit like the ITR, and they sit in like that. I wanted to clean these up for him. I think I could. We use the pressure washer real quick and just clean these up. Maybe scuff them down and give them a nice paint, because these look like they've already been repainted. Not too sure, but it would just be nice to do something nice for him, because Rodrigo always comes clutch for me. So yeah, see, that's how they sit. Just like that. Bam, just like that. Damn, boy. Even has the top hats. Sorry, Rodrigo, didn't mean to slam that into your glove box. Even has his forks. So everything's already here for me to just slap it in. He just doesn't have time to do it. He wants to do it. I told him, hey dude, drop off the car and I'll do it for you. He's like, how much? I was like, dude, don't even worry about it. Like, you help me out all the time. I got you. Oh, I like how he put the old floor mat on top of the Honda Access floor mat. That's pretty smart. I wouldn't have thought about that. Alright, so I just got done degreasing the whole set of suspension. I got the two rears and the two fronts. I didn't even mean to set it up like this. Just kind of happened. Oh, fuck it. Alright. So I'm going to look for some paint. I'm going to scuff those up and I'm paint those. Scuff up the forks, paint those, because they're a little bit rusty. So I got to do all that, and then maybe tape up the top hats and paint those too. Try to give it that extra little flair to it. Hopefully this doesn't do any damage to it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I've seen other people fucking water their suspension, well, clean their suspension, but looks a lot cleaner because it did have a little bit of oil on it. As you can see on this one right here, a little bit of oil residue all over it. As you can see, he has True Heart suspension on here, and I think no name coilovers. So he wants to eliminate these because he says they're too bouncy. And I think somebody probably fucked with the spring rate, because it looks like it was originally down here, but now it's not. Maybe it was here, maybe it was here. Somebody marked it with a marker, and they probably fucked with this area and not with this one like you're supposed to. Never fuck with this one, because this fucks with your spring rate. Always adjust it from here. You break loose this coil right here, or the spindle, and you twist this, the whole coilover thing itself, and it spins down. That's what adjusts your ride height, because if you mess with this, you mess with your spring rate. You mess with your spring rate, you're going to have a bad time, because the car's going to be bumpy and wobbly and all that noise. But other than that, everything else on this car is all original. I think I'm going to give this whole inside here a wash down real quick before I actually start working on it, because there is a bunch of spiders all over the place and I ain't trying to get bit. Here's exactly the reason why I said I wanted to do what I'm going to do. So I'm going to kill that bastard real quick. All spiders were harmed in the making of this video. Alright, pressure washed it. Now it's all clean. Well, sorta. But there's no spider webs down there no more, which I'm okay with. So, had to kill that Black Widow, unfortunately, that you guys saw. This side is all cleaned up too. Yep. So, it's a good thing I killed it too, because he has kids. And if one of those were to crawl into the cabin, that thing was big too, it was about that big. Didn't look big on camera, but that thing was massive. That crawled into the cabin while he had his kids here. That'd have been a bad time. We also have to change out the fronts here on this one. I'm probably gonna do them a super solid and clean the whole car on the outside more than likely. Maybe degrease the engine bay for him. I want to redo this for him. That'd be nice. I think he would like that, but I don't want to take that off due to the fact that I would have to replace the head gasket, the valve cover gasket, because this is old. This is all original. As I'm just looking at the suspension right now, I noticed that there's another black mark on it, which I think was the actual spring that they messed with. So, because for some reason in distance, this spring looks a lot longer than the other side. So I think they kind of messed with the spring rate. They look about even, but this one has 2 marks on the coil itself, and the other one doesn't. So I think they messed with the spring rate, which caused this car to be bouncy. So he'll have a more stable and more enjoyable ride when this is done. I, of course, am just procrastinating. Now, if you aren't familiar by now, this is what Integra Type R rear lower control arms look like. And that's how the suspension is supposed to sit. So it just sits in the middle, and then there's a bolt doohickey right there. And you put the actual bolt on the other side, which is on this side, line up the holes, and it's screwed in, and it bolts all together. Why does this top hat look lopsided? So there's 3 14mm bolts. There's one over there, one here, and one here. Undo these, and this should move back. If you don't have enough leverage to put the new suspension in, you could undo this 14 right here, and this will come back. That right there is kind of a bitch to put in and out, but these two are easy. So I'm going to start undoing this bolt as I already started, and then this bolt, and then that one, and then you do the 2 on top, which I think are 2 14s on top, and then this will all come out because I'm taking out this and that. After much and much procrastination, I finally got the rear end done. Both suspensions are right here. God damn, that's a lot of fucking that's a lot of room there, Chief. Eesh. You know, it's like maybe like 100 and something degrees outside. Oh man, it's bad today. It's really bad. It just feels like the Dragon Ball Z episodes where it was like 50 times Earth's normal gravity. It kind of feels like that, because it's like the heat's very heavy, and then it gets like humid, and then it gets dry, and starts like drying you out and cracking you up and spitting you out. And I'm gonna stop talking. Oh man, you need some new rotors, Rodrigo. You need some new rotors. Look at this. Those are pit marks, man. Yeah, those are deep too. Alright, so we got the bolt in here. Thanks to Handsome Man Jr. over there, Handsome Man J. We got the bolt broken loose. I got the suspension in. That bolt was a cunt. The brake lines are being tightened right now. The what would you call this? The fork bolt, the one that's back here, the 14. That's getting tightened. Well, that's already tightened right now, so I'm going to tighten this up. That's all tightened. These are all done. This is the last one. And I put the tie back on and I do the other side. Alright. 3 done. 1 more to go. The reason why I've been procrastinating is because I had to eat something. Your boy got the shakes. And I didn't have PB Blast, so I had to get some thanks to Louise's Auto Works. If you guys need anything from Louise's Auto Works, just hit him up and get nothing, because he has nothing. So I gotta do this tire next. All right, if you're gonna remove this coil over, it's two 14s on the top that hold it on, and then there's a 12 or a 14 bolt right here that holds in the shock to the fork. Then down below there are a 17mm bolt with a 17mm nut, and then it's two 12mm bolts for your brake lines. Now if you live in California, more than likely you don't have the bolts in here. More than likely they just kind of dangle, and or you have zip ties there, because that's what Californians do, because we don't give a fuck. So that's kind of what the premise of taking out front suspension out. But man, I'm having to struggle with all this right now because everything on this car is ancient. Okay, so I'm currently taking the right-hand drive for a test drive, seeing how it feels with the new suspension. Just drove up the street, driving down the street. It's just pretty much as far as I can go, as long as I can see my house. It feels a lot better. It feels like a brand new car. I mean, well, you know, what are you gonna do for stock? But it's driving a lot better. It's not as bouncy as it once was. I mean, other than my street's absolute crap. But I'm taking it home and I'm gonna give Rodrigo a little special treatment on this car. I'm gonna give it a wash. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, now that my feet are completely soaked, because I have the worst shoes in the world, and this isn't the greatest gun. Look at how shiny smooth roof. Clean, 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 clean. Washed it down, dried it off using the ShamWow, because I can't afford a ShamWow. Cleaned these off for him, so let these dry off. Man, looks clean. Hey, look, there's Marky filming me.
First from Lazymangarage. Is it really you?
Yeah, it's me.
No way.
Yep, it's me. Now that everything's all done, I just gotta wait for him to pick it up. But that's gonna wrap it up for me, guys. If you guys want anything from Neo Garage, link is down in the description down below. Save yourself 5% off. If you guys want anything from Activia Racing, link is also down in the description down below. Get yourself a fuel pump or a shirt. If you want something from SB Machine Shop, you need some ported work done or anything, let them know that I sent you. They'll take good care of you. Also, before I exit this video, if you guys want to know how to enter in the giveaway, please follow me on Instagram at Lazymangarage, all one word, Lazymangarage, and I will be updating my story on Instagram this week, letting you guys know how you guys can enter and win yourself a 5-speed and or 6-speed, depending on your choice, from Go Tuning Unlimited. So that's the only place that you guys will be notified, because YouTube, notifying it on YouTube is kind of hard to do, because I can't keep updating people with like 10-second videos and stuff like that, because it's just kind of redundant and stupid. So if you guys want to follow me on Instagram so you guys can know how to enter in that competition, they are real authentic Spoon Sports shift knobs. Depending on your choice, 6-speed, 5-speed, no speed, whatever, don't matter. Give me a follow. I'm Chris from Lazymangarage, and I'm lazy, so you don't have to be. Peace.